Okay guys, welcome back to the final episode of the house that we just recently finished. I'm gonna take you through a lot that's been done over the last couple weeks. We've got a new paint job on the outside. We've got our garage finally finished. All the interior furnishings and fittings have been completed. So without further ado, let's get it going. All right, you will see a major change that's been done in the front of this house here. All this was completely overgrown, if you guys remember. All this, you couldn't see the neighbor next door, you couldn't see the house behind, you couldn't even see the driveway. Like, it was that overgrown. So what we did, I got my landscaper in here, we cleared out all of this through here, we redid all of the sprinkler system so that we can irrigate this brand new sod that we put down, added some trees, and also just included some clusia to give it some more privacy since the front of the house is very exposed. Overall, I think this is probably one of the biggest changes throughout, and I'm gonna take you guys around to show you a couple more. So a couple more things about the front here. So we only had one parking space before, which made it really difficult when you had multiple cars. So with the advice of my neighbor, actually, took down the tree that was right here. I cut out a space and allowed for some parking, and then did a small retaining wall, added some 2x6 wood framing, just to hold that edge since the grass here is a little bit taller than the actual pea gravel itself. Overall though, it made a big difference because now, instead of having to say like, hey, can you move your car? You literally just pull right in and someone right next to you. Now back here, if you guys remember, this tree had a very large canopy, and part of the issue that we had with this space over here is that all of the dead leaves would collect all around here. Also, this entire hedge was so overgrown, you couldn't really do anything. So after taking it all down, cutting the tree back a little bit more, and then reducing the scale of the hedge along the wall there, it just opened up the space and it added so much more visual appeal. So little changes, but big impact. So definitely one of the biggest changes with the front of this house is the paint job that you see here. Now, I'm someone who very easily gets tired of doing the same kind of paint on every single house. So on this one, I wanted to take a chance. I wanted to do something that's a little bit different. So I went ahead and I did this color scheme. What it actually is an image that I found online, superimposed it over something else in Photoshop, which was just the front of the house. And I came with what was an idea for a design. And I literally took that design idea, met up with my painter, we kind of sketched it out on the wall, and this is the overall appeal. I think it turned out really nice. Again, I know it's a really big risk to take, but sometimes taking big risks, they really pay off. And we are now at the side of the house. So if you guys remember, it was crazy. Now we've really simplified it. As you saw in some of the previous videos, I've added some landscaping. I've got a couple more pots to add here, which is why you see some spaces. I put in a brand new sprinkler system, and I also included a timing box and everything else so that now that all the new sod has been put down, someone has a way to water it without having to constantly turn on their sprinkler system. Something else that was really key too, I added this gutter, which is this guy right here and this downspout. Now, the reason why I added this is because for the longest, when it was raining, water would literally pour on top of your head from the house. It was awful. But by adding this simple gutter system, it now mitigates your water from coming down over your head, and it drops it out here in a nice little basin. Really simple, really inexpensive, but the impact, again, like most things, very, very big. Welcome to my very humble backyard. Now, I don't actually own the entire piece here. I own up to where these clusia were planted. But the whole point of being back here for me was that I didn't want to do too much since it's technically owned by the city. This is the easement where they run all the utility services through. However, I did want to at least make sure that it was presentable for the person who's going to be moving in. So had all of this cleared out, put all new mulch inside here, planted this clusia, and the thought behind that is over time, clusia, it grows really high, really tall. So this will eventually become a privacy screen for all of your neighbors in the back. Really simple solution, but again, really effective. As you guys saw before, AC unit has been put in, brand new. working wonderfully. The inside is ice cold. Another thing I want to show you guys back here is a privacy screen that I added. Now, this privacy screen was put in because we have a glass door from the kitchen right here. And I wanted to allow for, I shouldn't say allow, but not allow for the neighbor or even someone inside the house to be able to look through and see the opposite side. So privacy screen back here, includes your growing tall and a privacy in the back. Now you're gonna have privacy all around the side and back of your house. All right guys, we are now in the garage space. Not a whole lot was done other than this gym floor that was put down and the walls painted, but again, just enough. It's a garage, so keep it simple. This floor was purchased on Amazon, very inexpensive. It's literally just a puzzle piece system, as you can see here. It's literally just pieces that stick together, pop them in place. I think this whole floor took like 2 hours. Really, really simple. And then you just trim off the edge. Yeah, simple white paint, caulking on the seams. Now somebody can mount a bike, they could put mirrors, whatever they want on this wall here. And they could still fit 2 full cars and a room for storage. So again, really simple, but overall, pretty good. One thing I want to add right before we move on to the next space is we put this garage door opener in here with a garage motor as well. The biggest reason why we put that in is because who wants to open a garage door manually? Like that, it's annoying. So by putting this garage button here and a keypad on the outside, now somebody can get in and out their house without too much trouble. Okay guys, welcome to the office. What do you think? Came out pretty good, right? So as you guys can see, like most of it is just staging. The power of staging to me that I realize is that it really helps people visualize a space and it really turns it into something more tangible. Because without any of this furniture, it just looks like a small corridor, right? But as soon as you add in the daybed, you add in the desk right here, simple plant, a nice rug, it really starts to feel like a space that somebody can use, someone that can actually live in. Overall, the changes to it from the last time you guys saw it, it's not that big, but again, I keep using this word, but the impact that you get when you add more details to a space, it just makes it that much better. All right, now we're in the laundry room. So you guys are gonna find throughout this video it's more like a ta-da, but I do think that it's important to see the changes that take place once you start adding on all the little details, right? We got our new cabinet in to hide our water heater, right? We have shelves been put in so you can put your laundry detergent, your soaps, your bowls. I put plants because it's just staging, but for what it's gonna do for someone who actually uses the space, it helps them out a lot. We got our sink put in with our faucet. Great for being able to wash and you want to clean on the side too. And yeah, other than that, just some simple details, but laundry room is feeling like a laundry room. All right, y'all, we are in the finished kitchen, which to me is my favorite part of this whole house. I'm gonna take you through all the different phases so you can see just what went into it. Let's start right here with the countertop. This is Corian. The reason why I really love this Corian, it's bright white. It has no detail. It's literally just a white counter. And for someone who's a designer like me, I'm really picky when it comes to what it's gonna look like in contrast to all the other elements. And I really felt that this nice white counter mixed with the dark cabinets here, and also these brass knolled knobs, like it just gives it a nice finished feel. So again, for me, this countertop is really important. I got these cabinets at a place that is local. In total, I have about 14 boxes and it came up to $3,000 with install and delivery, which is amazing, right? I didn't have to put anything together myself. And if anyone knows who's done cabinets, building out your cabinets, putting them together, installing them, such a pain. So I got a great deal on it. And you can see all the appliances are in now. I did a lot of Samsung. I buy most of my appliances secondhand when I'm flipping houses because like all things, you gotta be careful with how much money you spend. And one of the biggest costs that you're gonna put into your house are your appliances. So when you buy appliances, make sure they all work, of course, right? You're not selling secondhand because it's a piece of garbage. You're selling it because it looks good, it looks new, but it's not for the same price of something that is new. The lights up here, as you guys saw from before, they were installed, found them on Overstock. I just think they add a really nice hierarchical element to the kitchen. This backsplash was something that was really inexpensive. I got it at Home Depot. In total, this was $6.99 a square foot. The one I was comparing it to that I wanted to put in was $24.99 a square foot. So you're talking about hundreds of dollars, almost $1,000 in savings by using something like this, and it still goes with the overall appeal of the kitchen. I do butcher block shelves because, again, it's the way you save money and also give it some nice character. Put up some shelves instead of doing cabinets. When someone goes to buy the house and they want to put in their own new cabinets, they'll take these guys down, put some cabinets above. But for you, it's a really big cost saving. I got this faucet and the sink also on Amazon. Another brass detail to go with the rest of the brass throughout the kitchen. And if you guys remember, I had this fridge before right here. And I was really trying to figure out what am I gonna do because this fridge does not work. It's too tight in this space. Well, I literally just flipped the cabinet and the fridge around, and now you're standing outside of the counter. So you have plenty of space to open and close your fridge. So little details, but again, big impact. Okay, y'all, living room. How do you think it turned out? I think I'm satisfied with it. As a designer, I'm someone who's always looking to make my spaces that much better. A little change here, a little change there. Even after this video goes out, I'm still gonna mix, match, rearrange. It's just what's in me. To give you a little background on all the pieces that I have here, this table I purchased from a place called World Market. I got it at a really great price. I think it was, I believe, $200. This rug came from there. Some of these little knickknacks and tchotchke came from there as well. This sofa, $75. Such a great price. OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, dumpster diving. I can't express how good those are when looking for things to fill in your spaces. So good. This sofa is practically brand new. I love it. You can also see too with some of the decorations that we put in here, it just helps fill in the space. Swing around right here, I'll show you the cabinet for the TV. $50. Again, OfferUp, it's such a great place for finding great discounts on things that will fill in the spaces for you and make it look overall that much better. This beam up here, we wrapped it with the floor that was on the ground. Cost about $100 to do that. And then rounding things out, we have our dining room space here. Very simple. I had this dining room table from Facebook Marketplace a couple years, just sitting in my garage. I think I paid $80 for the whole thing, and these chairs came from Amazon. So if you guys are looking to fill in your spaces and do a whole lot with it with not that much money, remember those 3 places that I just said because they make a huge difference in the overall appeal of your place. This is the final bathroom. So overall, not a whole lot different from the last time you saw it. However, the details, everything is always in the details. So we got our ladder put in, what I'm gonna use as just holding bath towels. I got this, whatever the hell you call it. Like a lot of it is not even things that add value per se, but the visual effects of what it does when people are looking to buy your house, it's really big. Added in this rug here that you guys can see, as well as this vanity that's been put into. Really small changes, but stuff that really adds nice value. Something I wanna say before we wrap up the bathroom, this door was the original front door of the house, and it used to be relocated behind you. So what we did, because I didn't wanna just throw it out, it's part of the history. I wanted to reuse it in a way that was creative. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some frosted or opaque screen over this, and now you have the door that was originally in the front of the house being used for the bathroom. Okay, y'all, welcome to the guest room. Not a whole lot of change since the last time you saw it, but with all the furniture put in, it just makes it feel a little bit nicer. I feel that this space was one that didn't really take a whole lot compared to some of the other ones. Once we got those windows taken out of here and we got the artwork put on the wall, we got the bed in, we got the rug, it really just started to feel like a bedroom again. Really simple, not a whole lot to it, but again, makes it feel really nice. Welcome to the primary bedroom. Again, another space that not a whole lot of change since the last time you saw it, but there are a lot of details that were put in to make it feel a lot more like a bedroom now. We have our bed put in, something I always wanted to show because I get a lot of questions from friends about it, like, hey, how do you do your beds? Why do you spend all the money on mattresses? I don't. Here's the secret. Air mattresses. The reason why I do air mattresses is because it's really easy to break down. If people don't buy your furniture when you sell these houses, you literally just pack it up, put it in boxes, bed folds up really easily, takes up very little space. In addition to that, as far as the rest of the furniture in here, World Market, Facebook Marketplace, you're probably looking at a total of, call it $600 I think I spent in this entire room. And visually though, it makes it feel that much nicer because it's got more care in it than the spaces that you see when people are selling them with no furniture at all. Plus, something that's also very important to realize, most people can't visualize what's not in front of their face. So by staging your houses, putting beds in, putting furniture, the little plants, all the details, this really helps someone see what they're buying before they actually buy it. Okay guys, welcome to the biggest transformation of this entire house, the primary bathroom, because it wasn't here before. So if you guys remember, this was the green corridor. We opened up the entire floor here, we ran all of our plumbing through it. We have our bathroom that's now been installed with our 3-inch line for our toilets. We got our 1.5 inch for our sinks. And the vanities themselves, I really like because they came from Amazon. They're actually made for a TV entertainment center, and literally just drill some holes into it, bought these sinks on Amazon, bought these faucets on Amazon, and you have what would be a $1,500 vanity for about 600 bucks. Cannot beat that. Such a great way to save. This mirror came from World Market. This is an Etsy wallpaper that I got. And this light right above you, the chandelier, this is something that I also found on Amazon itself. So when you add up all this in here, add up the tile, add up the shower head, everything that I spent, I'm not even lying to you, this entire bathroom, including adding it, cost me about $7,500. I know that price sounds unbelievable. It sounds like, no way, that's a lie. But I swear to you, add up the material costs, add up what I spent in labor, and everything else that I found because of all the savings that I did came out to be such a great steal. And I probably increased the value of this house by at least $50,000. So great return on investment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think? So that actually wraps up everything for this house, and it wraps up season 2. And I really hope you guys enjoyed it. So really quickly, I'll go over some numbers with you. I think I spent in total about $120,000 in this house. Crazy. But it's okay, because if I get anywhere near the number I listed this house at, I will make about $120,000, $130,000. So for 4 months of work, not a bad profit. And until next time, I want you guys to make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and subscribe for more content just like this. Follow me on Instagram at Abrams, and I will see you guys season 3 at the Boca House. So until next time, catch you guys.